Hello everybody. My name is Nora Zimmerman and I am a soul brand and website designer. And I am here with Corinne from Rebel Heart Woman, who is here to just have a chat with me about her experience of working together. And yeah, over to you. Tell us, a little bit who you are and what your business is, what you do.
Yeah, thanks, Nora, for the invitation. Yeah, so as you already said, my business is Rebel Heart Woman, and what I do is helping women create a magical and meaningful life.
Mm.
And yeah, I do that through coaching. So I offer one-on-one soul-based life coaching, as well as feminine embodiment, teachings, workshops. And lately, I have been focusing more also working with women who want to explore living child free, or for whom, the baby is not happening, or they are past, they're more like in their midlife. And they're more transitioning into the next chapter after this focus on motherhood. So yeah, that's really who I serve. Transitions, transformations around womanhood.
Wow. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And it sounds like it has already evolved since we worked together, which was about 6 months ago when we completed your website.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, the excitement of having worked together has kind of quietened down a little bit, but it's a really good time as well to see, okay, what's been happening, with the website and how it has been working.
Yeah.
And also, to hear, that you already move forward, from where we left it. So that's excellent. So I suppose it would be really nice to hear where you were at before we worked together. You had a website already, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had already my second website um, at the time, and this second website I did all myself. It was just kind of something like Squarespace, but more like it was a German version of that. Um, yeah, and I felt like I'm in a place in my business, but also kind of came to this understanding within myself that I want to this time around really invest in a website that can do a little bit more for me than the website that you can do for yourselves. I wanted a bit more automatic sessions, a little bit more structure around it, and most important, I didn't want to spend the time to do it all myself, because yeah, I can spend that time serving clients. And yeah, that that was a big thing as well, like different place in my business. And you know with all the experience you gain every year being in business as a solopreneur, at some point you learn that yeah, you can't do it all yourself, or you don't want to do it all yourself anymore.
Yeah, yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
That's a good way of putting it, yes. And I suppose also from what I recall, that website felt like it was behind, it was almost feeling like a younger version of where you were moving to.
Yeah, yes, absolutely, that was as well, like yeah, it was a younger version. um and there was just also time, like it was not just a new website, it was really a rebrand as well. I changed the name of my company from Raw and Rich to Rebel Heart Woman. So there was a lot of, okay, what's my brand standing for as well, what's my soul brand. Yeah, so a lot of inquiry into that as well last year. Yeah.
Very good. Yes, which we did some of it together as well.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Well, a big part, I think we did. I did the groundwork, and then when I came to you, I was ready to do the work that we then did together, which from where things evolved more, I would say.
Yes, yes, you were very ready actually. You were very ready to almost like put it all out.
Yeah,
It's like you didn't have doubts as to what direction or what services, there was a lot of clarity, and you have done a lot of planting the seeds and all the preparation. So, it was like moving forward,
Mm.
really, really powerfully as well. You had a lot of clarity, and we went deep, didn't we, as well? If you say,
Yeah, yeah, it was just ripe, I guess.
yes, that's a really good
Yeah,
word.
I mean, I've been thinking about this for 2 years before, right on, and then, but then when I really came to it, was ripe. It was, yeah,
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 excellent, excellent. And so, it would be nice to hear, maybe one or two things that you enjoyed from the actual experience of working together, because we were together for at least 3 months, weren't we?
yeah, 3 to 4 months, I would say. Yeah, definitely.
From beginning to launch, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what I really enjoyed is the approach around, I think before, like, instead of just going right in, there was that work around really feeling into uh, the brand, or what you want to say, what I am about, but that's together with my work. Yeah. So these questions around, I still remember that practice around, if it's a shop, like if you invite people into your shop, into your physical space, what colors would there be? What would the look and feel like be of that place? And really think of the website as a shop window, and then as people, as women come in, like, how would you want to pick them up? And also then guide them through the website, right? Like, these are all things I haven't really thought as much about, I think, before, when someone comes on the website, that it's very easy for them to see, okay, what does Corinne do? Um, so I really liked the kind of more playful sort of feeling into, like, the soul aspects of what we did together. But then that's together with how you really helped me to bring in ease and some structure behind it. Like, just automatizations, which is something I didn't have before, like, yeah, if someone signs up here, then it goes directly there, all that stuff, and now that it's set up, it's there, so even if I change something, and as you say, I've already changed some offerings, and I changed some stuff since we worked, but then that was easy because the structure is there.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, I really enjoyed that as well, very much so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. Yeah, it's a little bit about translating, the experience and the atmosphere of being with you in person,
Mm.
to the website experience almost, and at the same time guiding your women to what they need to get to the places where they need to get to meet their needs as well.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yes,
Mm,
absolutely.
mm.
Mm.
Wow, and yeah, curious to know. We haven't really chatted in between, so I'm curious to know, if any tangible, results, or things that you notice that the website has done for your business. You already said, that it's really great that all the automations are sorted, and it's all integrated and it's all connected, basically.
Mm.
Is there
Mm.
anything else that you noticed?
Yeah, I think I had more people reaching out who just really don't know me. Like, most women before who came, who would book an exploration call for, let's say, coaching session, or who would come to one of my, online women's circles or workshops, they kind of either came through word of mouth, or they knew someone who knew someone who's done something with we. I mean, that is word of mouth, right? Or they knew me from an event, or there was another connection that they had, and that has changed. So I have now, more women that really have never met me, that just come for it through the website directly.
Wow,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Um, Yes, and I mean that is still something like depending also how the business, as you have new offerings, you got to change certain things so that the right women really connect with me again. So this is all kind of a work in progress, kind of all the time. It just never finishes, right? But yeah, definitely had more like when as a doula, but I stopped doing that now, but that there I've saw it the most, how doula clients, new ones found me through.
Wow. Oh, okay. In that short period of time that it was alive, the
Yeah,
whole.
but mostly the first few months. I'm not sure if that has to do with SEO as well, which is something I haven't really spent that much money on just yet. But yeah, that's where I felt it. Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic. So cold leads, basically, in
Yes, yeah,
not
totally. Yeah,
brilliant,
yes, yeah,
brilliant.
yeah.
Wow, I'm happy for
So,
you.
when I go on it, like I love the look and feel of my shop window. So yeah, there's still a lot of joy um, that I get from it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And if there was anyone perhaps considering, working with me, or someone, thinking, or actually sometimes people are just sitting there thinking that it's not the right time, what would you say to someone, about, taking that step forward, basically?
Yeah. Well, I think it depends. Okay, so for some people, it may really not be the right time. Yeah, there's just, they need to have a little bit more clarity. Yeah, so I say I only came to you when I really felt it was right. Just being honest with yourself. Is it procrastination? Are you actually ready? And there is a fear that holds you back, or a kind of a belief of, you know, I don't have the money, or it's going to be too expensive, or is it going to work out? I mean, that's another thing I really learned. Once you start investing into your own business uh, with money, it comes back. Like you actually, you, there's like this resonance, I think, principle.
Yes, very.
So yeah, I would just be honest around, yeah, I would ask you, okay, who is talking here of the not being ready? Is it really not ripe, or is it maybe a fear of becoming more visible too, right? I mean, I we worked with, right, I sent you to women who worked with you um later on, some of my coaching clients, and yeah, there's a lot for women around visibility,
Yes.
becoming visible, being seen in what you do. And if the fear is around that, then I think the work with you is then just jump, just go and begin, because Nora will take you through this as well. Yeah. With the questions that you ask. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, that's so true. Some people are being held back,
Mm.
from the fear, and some people are really not ready. And also, I do have conversations, with potential clients, where we clarify where they're at. So it's not just like, yeah, come, come, come kind of thing.
No, right? Because you need to have, I think, especially in the way you want to create the website with your clients. I mean, you probably go deeper, yeah, or with the way you guide them. And so, yeah,
Yeah, and it's collaboration as well.
exactly.
It's not just a, okay, what's the wording, what's the images, let's just do a website. It's more of a collaboration and a birthing together, isn't
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I think I will point that out, especially, I mean, I'm not sure how it is with the website school, but we did the other one of your offerings. You need to set aside some time. Like you gotta have a window ready that you can use that window to really dive into this. Yeah,
it?
this is a birth. So you can't just do it a little bit on the side.
Yes,
I think that's just, yeah, uh, you want to give yourself a little bit of space to do it.
excellent. Thank
Yeah.
you very much. Thank you, Corinne. It's lovely to see you and to hear where you're at. And yes, hopefully we will see you very soon in other situations.
Yeah. That would be very
Thanks so much for coming on board and chatting to me and
good.
telling us about your experience.
My pleasure. Thank you.